And if something I say connects with you, I'd love to hear it. Share your thoughts in the comments. What resonated? What are you grateful for today? Let's start a conversation. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so we can keep growing together. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss what comes next. Because trust me, there's so much more to explore. More honesty, more healing, more moments that matter. You ready? Let's begin. 1. The gift of breath. Your first miracle. Take a moment. Breathe in, breathe out. That, right there, is a miracle. It happens 20,000 times a day, and yet we barely notice until it's taken away. Let's think about this reasonably. Your breath requires no permission, no effort, no reminder. It just happens, whether you're sad, tired, anxious, or joyful. Your breath is your anchor. It's the one thing that has been with you from your very first second on this earth, and it will be with you until your very last. We take it for granted because it's always there, but so is the ground beneath our feet, so is the sky, so is gravity. Real-life reflection. I once visited a respiratory ICU unit for a volunteer shift. I saw a man hooked up to a ventilator, fighting for every breath. He couldn't speak. He couldn't eat. He simply blinked at me. But his eyes were full of something. Gratitude. Just for one more breath. From that day on, I decided, every day I can breathe without pain is a day I will give thanks for. Breath is the bridge which connects life to consciousness, which unites your body to your thoughts. Thich Nhat Hanh. People who love you, even quietly. Love doesn't always look like movies or novels. It's not always loud or poetic. Sometimes it's a text that says, "Did you eat today?" Sometimes it's someone sending you a funny meme just to make you smile. Sometimes it's a friend who checks in, even if you haven't been replying. Let's be reasonable. We tend to look for big love, grand gestures, romantic perfection, complete understanding. But often, love shows up in smaller ways. It's easy to overlook, but that doesn't make it any less real. I remember a time I was going through a rough patch. I had shut down. I wasn't showing up for people. And yet, one friend, let's call her Maya, texted me every week without fail. She didn't ask for anything. She just said, "I'm still here." That's love. Not flashy, but faithful. What to be grateful for? The friend who checks in, the parent who nags because they care, the sibling who jokes with you even after a fight, the partner who stays even when you're not at your best. The most important thing in the world is family and love. John Wooden. The power to choose. Your freedom. Within no matter your circumstances, there's one thing no one can take away from you. Your ability to choose. You can choose your attitude. You can choose to forgive, to heal, to try again. You can choose to take the next small step, even if the road ahead is uncertain. Let's be practical here. You may not control what happened to you. You may not have chosen the trauma, the heartbreak, the betrayal. But today, you can choose how to respond. And that gives you power. A true story. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, endured some of the worst horrors imaginable. He lost his family. He lived in a concentration camp. But he wrote, "Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." He could have been bitter, but he chose meaning. He chose to help others. If he could do that in the worst of conditions, what are we capable of today? Gratitude practice. Be thankful for the chance to change your mindset, the ability to say no or yes or not anymore, the freedom to grow in a new direction. Happiness is a choice that requires effort at times. Escalus the pain that grew you. We rarely feel thankful for pain while we're in it. But when you look back, you'll notice something powerful. Pain teaches. Pain refines. Pain shapes you. Every mistake, every heartbreak, every loss, you came through it. A reasonable thought. Would you be the person you are today without the hard chapters? That anxiety taught you empathy. That breakup taught you boundaries. That failure taught you grit. That silence taught you how to listen to yourself. Personal reflection. I once lost everything I thought mattered. My job, my relationship, my sense of self. It felt like the end. But slowly, in the rubble, I found a new path. A quieter one. More authentic. More whole. I wouldn't trade that pain now because it gave me me. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places. Ernest Hemingway. Before we continue, do us a favor by hitting the subscribe button. Thanks, let continue. 5. The small, often ignored joys. Big happiness is rare, but small happiness is everywhere. The way your pet greets you like you're the best thing on earth. A good song on a bad day. Clean sheets after a long shower. Hot food when you're cold. A good laugh. A shared memory. A sudden breeze. Why this matters? Our brains are wired to spot danger, to survive. But that means we often ignore beauty. Gratitude retrains the brain to see what's good. Try this. Make a list each night. 3 small things that made you smile. It's a small habit that rewires the way you see the world. Joy comes to us in moments, ordinary moments. We risk missing out when we get too busy chasing the extraordinary. Brené Brown. The wisdom you've gained. You are wiser than you used to be. Even if you feel lost, look how far you've come. You've made decisions. You've learned lessons. You've endured what you once thought you couldn't. Gratitude here means thanking your younger self for trying. Thanking your current self for not giving up. Thanking every mistake for the insight it gave you reflection. Prompt. If you could go back and comfort your past self, what would you say? Keep going. You're doing better than you think. It's all going to make sense someday. That day might be today. We do not learn from experience. We learn from reflecting on experience. John Dewey, 7. This moment. This very second, stop for just 1 second. Feel your feet. Feel your breath. Listen to the silence between your thoughts. You're alive. You're here. You made it to this moment, and that matters. No matter how messy your life feels, this moment is still yours. You're not your past. You're not your future worries. You're this breath, this heartbeat, this now. Philosophical perspective. All the ancient wisdom, from Buddhism to Stoicism, teaches us that the present is all we truly have. And when we stop running from it, it becomes beautiful. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha. The everyday sacred. So what can you be grateful for today? 1. Your breath. Tunosur, the quiet love around you. Tiar, your power to choose. 4. The pain that made you stronger. 5. The little joys. 6. The wisdom you've gained. 7. And this precious fleeting moment. Gratitude isn't about ignoring the hard things. It's about recognizing the good, even in the middle of the mess. It's about choosing peace, even when life is loud. It's